Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane, and in this video, we are going to wrap up January. We're already in the first week of February. We're going to take a look back in time and wrap up the dividends and options totals we received in January. See where we left off the month here, first month of the new year, 2025. But before we get too far in the video, if you could do me a big favor, hit that thumbs up button down below if you find any value in the content. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the Vested Interest community. Hit that notification bell down below as well so you're notified whenever I put out any new content. I do this wrap up here as we enter a new month or in a new month or as we exit a month. There we look back at the options and all the dividends we received. Once a month there, I also do a portfolio update video series every Sunday morning. That'll come out tomorrow. And I do a stock pick of the day video series Monday through Thursday when the market's open. We take a look at a company stock that's pulled back on the day, run it through my screener, see if it makes it on my watch list. So if you're interested in that kind of content, if you are a dividend growth investor, make sure you do all of those things. It doesn't cost but a couple of seconds of your time. It really does help grow the channel over time. So hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed. Click the notification bell. And there is the thanks button down below for those of you who may want to buy me a cup of coffee. Really appreciate everyone out there, all the viewers and subscribers to the channel. You guys are awesome. The channel continues to grow because of people like you. Don't forget to share the videos with anyone you think that might find value, any dividend growth investors you know out there. And on to the dividends, all the dividends received in January. We did receive $522.75 total, and they rolled in on the second. HPQ, Hewlett Packard here, ticker HPQ, out of the information technology sector, paid us $70.02 on the second. Lam Research, ticker LRCX, also out of the information technology sector, paid us on the 8th, $28.98. This is one that I've been adding to. I actually just recently added a little bit more to this one here. I like this one really under 80, but $82, $83 or below is where I've been adding at. I think my cost basis is around $76, $77 per share. So this is one that I like. Not a chip manufacturer, but they do create some equipment that makes chips. So that was one to look at if you have not taken a look at that one. Realty Income, there's going to be an update on this one. This will be the last month that maybe I'll get the dividends. I think I held them in February long enough to get the dividends in February, but February will be the last month here. You take a tune into my portfolio update video on Sunday. You'll see we've made some changes in the portfolio there, but we did receive $69.73 from Realty Income on the 15th. Owens Corning, ticker OC, out, and that's out of the real estate sector. Owens Corning, ticker OC, out of the industrial sector, paid us $41.57 on the 17th. Nutrien, this is one that I've been nibbling on sporadically whenever it's under my cost basis. Right around $50 is my cost basis. So if it drops below that, I'll add a couple shares here. Ticker NTR, this is out of the material sector, paid us $95.82. And Cisco, ticker CSCO, also out of the information technology sector. A lot of information technology sector in the month of January. They paid us $90.74. I have not really been adding to this one. This one's really run up. Really happy with the return on this one so far for a slow grower that everyone said to avoid there a few years back. It's done very well for me. And Cisco, another Cisco, not the same there. This one's out of the consumer staples sector. They paid us $57.52 on the 24th. This is one, ticker SYY. This is one I have been adding to and is on my ads for February. So throughout the month of February, very close to my cost basis, $72, $73, $74. My cost basis is around $69 and some change. So I've been adding to this one, like to build out this position here to where it's paying me enough to buy at least one share. Right? I think the shares, like again, I said $69 to $75. So I'd love to get it up to $75 to $100 in dividends paid out. Comcast, ticker CMCSA. This is out of the communication sector. Another one that I've been adding to as well. Also, I believe on the ads for February video, if you haven't seen that, on the 29th, they paid us $68.37. Again, total paid $522.75. So there are several in the month of January that I've been adding to or are looking to add to if they pull back. Lam Research, ticker LRCX, information technology sector, one I'd like to nibble on as long as it's under 80 or 82, really $83 and below. Cisco, ticker SYY, out of the consumer staple, like to add there. Have been adding there. Nutrien, if it drops below 50, I'll add a little bit there. And Comcast, also another one just below my cost basis right now, actually quite a bit below my cost basis, I think by like 15 or 16%, right around $30 per share, $32 per share and lower is where I've been adding that one. All right, total dividends, and we will run through this real quick. As you can see, I've got this color coded. So the dividends that pay out in January, they will pay out again in April and in July and October. So all the white are the months that they pay out. February's payments, the month we're in now, will pay out again in May, August, and November. Typically, sometimes they do shift from one month to the other, especially ones that are close to the end of the month. If they're late paying out, they might slip into March, right? If it's a February payer, it might slip into March, for example. March payer might slip into April. But for the most part, March payments will pay out again in June, September, and December. So again, total paid $522.75. And on to options in January, we did not do very well with options. To be honest, we have not been very focused on options. I have been very busy at work, a lot of cost-cutting measures. We're letting some people go. So we've been heavily involved in doing a lot of the forecasting, what if scenarios, if we removed some of our lease locations, move people into owned locations, which my team helps with those moves, building out space for those people. So very heavily involved in what's going on with my company and some of the layoffs that are coming up, or buyouts, I guess we call them. We don't call them layoffs anymore. They're buying folks out. A lot of people volunteering to leave and take the buyout. So I've been involved heavily in some of those. So options have not been my focus, but we did have the one covered call, and we got out of our BABA position. It was $89. It was called away. We received $9.45 for that, and we did sell out completely in this position altogether. $9.45 received in January, so that's the same $9.45. I need to change that to 2025. We're in a new year. And January total cash flow, $532. That's the dividends we received as well as the options combined, right? There's the breakdown, 522 plus the 945 equals $532.20. And here is the update. I am leaving all the years, right? We started the portfolio back in 2021. So kudos to those of you out there who have been following me that long, right? We're in our 5th year on the channel here. So I'm going to leave it as is. It doesn't look like it's too jumbled. You can still read the chart pretty well. So I want you to be able to see that nice stair step up month over month, year over year, as the dividends grow, as we add new capital, as the positions in the portfolio pay out dividends and those dividends get reinvested. And as those companies raise their dividends, you can see that dividend growth over time. So year over year increase, $522.75 from last year, $478.27. is a 9.03% increase, right? So we're receiving 9%, little over 9% more income than we were last year. A lot of that is because we continue to add to those positions. Like I said, there are some changes in the portfolio, so tune back in for that portfolio update tomorrow. You'll see those changes. And part of those changes are, I've got dividends coming out every month. So I did sell out of Realty Income. I will just say that right off the bat. And one other company that I've been, it's been kind of on the chopping block. I've talked about it before. Maybe some of you that have been watching the channel might be able to guess that one, but tune back in tomorrow. You'll see that. And what I'm trying to do here is build out. We've got most of the months now are over $1,000 in dividends. We're trying to build out this January, April, July, October, right? Get those up a little bit more. So we did add one position, removed 2, added 1 back in. So we're down 1 position total, but it is a payer in January. And obviously Realty Income is a monthly payer, so that would have affected every one of them. But like I said, I'm trying to even this out a little bit, and I don't really need a monthly payer. Was a slow grower anyway, if I'm already getting dividends every month, right? Well, that's it. Quick video for today. Just wanted to quickly run back in time and go over all the dividends and options received in January. What dividends were you paid out in January? What options, if any, have you been running? And how is your portfolio doing? Market's been pretty crazy. Looks like we might be on a bit of a downturn here with some of the stuff coming out of China, as well as some fears in the overall market as far as the jobs report that was just released seems slower than normal. Looks like we might be creeping up. Unemployment numbers might be creeping up a little bit. Obviously, the stuff that's going on with the new presidential administration and their tariffs and the craziness going on with how they're trying to take over some of the government agencies there has kind of caused a little bit of turmoil in the market. And markets like stability. They don't like instability. So again, might be some selling going on because of that instability. We'll see how it shakes out, at least towards the end of the week. There definitely was a bit of a downturn. So let me know how your portfolio is doing. Love to hear from you in the comment section down below. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up. ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, or suggestions for future topics. So if you have a company you'd like me to cover in the Stock Pick of the Day video series, drop it in the comments section down below. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investment journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.